What's up, Mr. Sandoval and the two groups who suck? This is our era, the Reconstruction Era. I'm Alex, the leader of this group.
Wait. What?
What, guy?
What? You say you're the leader?
I thought so.
Sir, we discussed this.
We
There's
took a
no
vote
leaders-
and I won.
Okay, whatever. So this is our poster for the Reconstruction Era, as you can see. And as you can see, it's an amazing picture of the United States that was drawn by an amazing person. What?
Where's California and Texas, man? Did we give it back to Mexico?
I don't know, the idiot who drew it messed up.
Wasn't it you who drew this? Anyways, in 1863, Lincoln announced the 10% Reconstruction Plan. Basically, the plan decreed that a state could be reintegrated into the Union when 10% of the voters who voted in the presidential election of 1860 and pledged.
It's alright, guy. Okay, so my year was 1865, and as you guys can see, a lot of things happened that year. One of the things that happened was the President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, was assassinated on April 14th by John Wilkes Booth. Another thing that happened was the end of the Civil War on May 9th. The South was in turmoil after the Civil War, so Congress created a Reconstruction Proclamation to rebuild the South on May 29th. Another thing that happened in 1865 was the Black Codes. The Black Codes were laws passed by Southern states after the Civil War, restricting African Americans' freedom, forcing them to accept low-paying jobs.
1866, congressional elections were approaching. President Johnson extended the life of the Freedmen's Bureau. Also, the Congress passes the Civil Rights Bill over the Johnson's veto. Congress passes the 14th Amendment, which is June 13th. And one fun fact was the 14th Amendment provided emancipated slaves with American citizenship and forbidden states from restricting their basic rights. Also, in the year of 1866, the Ku Klux Klan was founded. The Ku Klux Klan, also known as the KKK, were Southern white people who resorted to savage measures against the radical rule. They're also known as the Invisible Empire of the South, and they were founded in Tennessee in the year.
Alright, so later came 1867, which came along the Reconstruction Act, enforced upon March 2nd, the Tenure of Office Act, and the U.S. purchases Alaska from Russia. Alright, to begin, the Reconstruction Act was basically the North and the South. They had to be divided into 5 military groups. And each of those 5 military districts had to have black men participate, had to create a new government, and had to enforce the 14th Amendment, which is down here. Then, the Tenure of Office Act was to restrict certain powers from the President of the United States. Some of that was removing holders from the office without the Senate's approval, and it was enforced after the veto of Jackson. And then the U.S. purchased Alaska after the Alaska Treaty Act in 1867. Then comes 1868.
68. President Johnson is impeached and acquitted. He was impeached on 11 articles, 9 of which were because he violated the Tenure of Office Act when he was trying to take out Secretary of War Edwin M. Stanton. Though he will also be acquitted as the votes were not able to meet the 2/3 majority. And in doing so, Johnson also pardons the Confederate leaders, which he also gave back the plantation owners' land and left them without no.
Alright, so next comes 1870, and it's where the 15th Amendment is ratified, which the 15th Amendment is going to be told by Alex. And also the Force Acts, which was to enforce what the 15th Amendment said. And then the Freedmen's Bureau ended due to, in 1872, the Freedmen's Bureau ended due to the shortage of funds and how Congress was pressured by white Southerners. Lastly came the 1877, where the Reconstruction Era ended.
Well, I just wanted to go over the amendments real quick because these are 3 of the most important things that happened in this era. And to say it again, the 13th Amendment abolished slavery in the United States. You could no longer own a man, woman, or child. The 14th Amendment gave emancipated slaves their basic rights that they didn't have before. And the 15th Amendment gave slaves the right to vote, but only men. Women didn't earn their right to vote for a couple more years. Sorry, ladies.